he looks you in the eyes and tells you that you are different. He opens up, sharing pieces of his past. He swears he's never told anyone else. For a few beautiful, intoxicating days, his words are warm, his energy is entirely focused on you, and you finally let yourself exhale. You think, maybe this is it, maybe it's finally safe, and then almost overnight, the air changes. He vanishes. He retreats into silence as if those deep, late-night conversations never happened. His messages become short and vague. When you are together, he feels distant, cold, and entirely unreachable, and you are left sitting there in the dark, your chest tight with anxiety, asking yourself the exact same agonizing question you have asked 1,000 times before. Is he truly falling in love with me? Or is he just playing sick games with my heart? Welcome to Beyond Brain. If you have ever felt the whiplash of a man pulling away right when things were getting deep, I need you to listen to me very carefully today. What if I told you that what looks like blatant rejection might actually be a subconscious test? What if, in the complex psychology of the masculine mind, a man who is genuinely terrified of falling in love doesn't step closer to you? He steps back, not because he doesn't care, but because he is completely terrified of how much he does. If you are a woman who has loved deeply, who has survived trauma bonds, and who knows the agonizing push and pull of toxic dynamics, this behavior feels like a massive red flag. Your nervous system sounds the alarm. But today, we are going to look beneath the surface. We are going to explore the quiet, almost invisible ways a man's shadow self will test your emotional foundation before he allows himself to truly surrender. The first test does not come with loud arguments or dramatic exits. It happens softly. It happens in the silence. Suddenly, he stops calling as often. The magnetic pull you felt between you is replaced by heavy, confusing void. In that silence, your inner child, the part of you that learned love always comes with the threat of abandonment, wakes up screaming. The whisper in your mind starts, "Did I do something wrong? Am I too much? Do I need to fix this?" What you must understand is that for a man with unhealed wounds, love is deeply dangerous. It threatens the independent identity he has spent his entire adult life protecting. It reopens old scars from women who betrayed him, controlled him, or abandoned him. He withdraws, often completely unconsciously, to test the structural integrity of the ground he is standing on. He needs to see if you will stay grounded when he pulls away. This is where the true test begins. But it is not a test of your loyalty to him, it is a test of your loyalty to yourself. For a woman who has survived emotional manipulation, his silence is a brutal trigger. She feels an overwhelming urge to chase, to send the double text, to ask for reassurance, to contort herself into whatever shape is necessary to make him come back and fill the painful void. But what if you didn't? What if, instead of viewing his silence as a rejection, you viewed it as a mirror, showing you exactly where you still abandon yourself for the sake of a relationship? A woman rooted in her healed feminine energy does not chase crumbs of affection. When a man grows quiet, she does not spiral into a panic. She does not beg for closeness to soothe her anxiety. She remains entirely still. She knows that her power does not come from controlling his behavior. It comes from mastering her own emotional regulation. Whether he realizes it or not, he is watching you in the silence. He is watching to see if you choose dignity over desperation. Can you sit with the terrifying uncertainty of his absence without betraying your own worth? Because true, unbreakable intimacy is not built on a man constantly validating you. It is built on the quiet, unshakable confidence of a woman who says, "I can stand on my own, with or without you." When you choose stillness instead of panic, the energetic dynamic shifts violently. He feels it. He feels the magnetic grounding energy of a woman who does not beg for love, but who naturally commands it. But the testing does not stop there. Once you pass the test of distance, the second challenge arrives, and this one is far more subtle and far more revealing. This test is not about absence, it is about boundaries. There comes a moment when the line between playful banter and disrespect begins to blur. Maybe you are out to dinner, the mood is light, and he makes a comment that stings. A joke about your past, your career, or how intimidating you are. Or perhaps his physical touch crosses a line you haven't explicitly drawn yet. Your stomach drops. You ask yourself, was that just a joke, or is he pushing my limits? This is the second test. He is checking something deeply primal within you. He is checking to see if you have the capacity to protect yourself even from him. Every masculine soul, at its core, needs to feel the solid structure of a woman's boundaries. He needs to know that your core values are not up for negotiation. Because a man cannot build a safe, lasting home with a woman whose walls instantly collapse the second he applies pressure. He cannot truly respect a woman he can easily manipulate. This is the hardest moment for the people pleaser. The woman who grew up in emotionally unsafe environments learned that speaking her truth leads to rejection. So her instinct is to laugh off the insult, to stay quiet to keep the peace, to swallow her discomfort so she doesn't ruin the mood. But your silence sends him a very clear, dangerous message. Your respect for me is negotiable. A woman who knows her worth understands that every moment of discomfort is an opportunity to teach a man exactly how to treat her. She doesn't scream, she doesn't throw a fit. She simply looks him in the eye with completely calm, grounded energy and says, "I don't like how you just spoke to me." When she stands in that quiet power, the air in the room changes. In that exact instant, she stops being just another woman he desires, and she becomes a woman he respects, a woman he must rise to meet. But even after you set that boundary, another profound test often follows. He will open up to you. He will show you the darkest, most vulnerable parts of his shadow self. He will tell you about the father who never loved him, the ex who broke him, or the deep, gnawing insecurity he hides behind his arrogance. For a man, opening up like this feels like standing completely naked in a freezing storm. He is silently asking you, "If I show you my monster, will you run? Or worse, will you pity me?" Here is where the trap snaps shut for so many empathetic women. If your childhood taught you that your worth comes from healing and saving broken people, his vulnerability is a dangerous drug. You'll immediately slip out of the role of a high-value partner and into the role of his therapist. You'll start carrying the emotional weight that belongs entirely to him. You will make it your personal mission to heal his inner child. And the second you do that, he will pull away. Not because he doesn't care, but because he suddenly feels suffocated by emotional dependency. He doesn't want a savior, he wants a partner. A healed woman listens deeply to a man's pain, but she does not drown in it. She offers a safe harbor, but she refuses to carry his emotional baggage for him. She allows him to face his own shadows without losing herself in his chaos. By holding that space, she teaches him that he can be flawed, he can be broken, and he can still be loved, but he must do his own healing. And then, as the connection deepens and the stakes get higher, the final test arrives. It is the test of your emotional foundation. As Carl Jung taught, when real intimacy begins, the psyche starts pulling all of your old, unhealed trauma to the surface to see if it still controls you. The man you love will, entirely by accident, begin to mirror the exact patterns of the people who hurt you in the past. He will say a word with the exact same tone your toxic ex used. He will give you a look that reminds you of a dismissive parent. Your nervous system will scream that you are in danger. The old patterns will beg you to react, to pick a fight, to run away, to sabotage the connection before he has the chance to hurt you. He is not testing you intentionally here. The universe is testing you. It is asking, are you going to replay the old script, or are you finally going to write a new one? This is where true feminine strength is forged. It is not about being flawless. It is about feeling the massive trigger, taking a deep breath and choosing not to react from your wounded inner child. It is about staying present, naming the fear, and holding your ground. But what happens if the test goes too far? What happens if his subconscious testing crosses the line into genuine neglect, coldness, and consistent disrespect? This is the ultimate defining moment of your worth. Many women will break here. They will accept the breadcrumbs he throws them and call it patience. They will endure his emotional unavailability and call it unconditional loyalty. But it isn't devotion. It is self-abandonment. A woman of true worth knows when the test has ended and the reality of his unreadiness has begun. Her power is not rooted in how much pain she can endure for a man. Her power is rooted in her sacred knowing that true love does not demand her bleeding heart in exchange for basic consistency. When the connection fades, when he refuses to step up, she does not beg, she does not bargain, she does not send paragraphs explaining her worth. She silently blesses him, turns around, and walks away. And it is in that exact moment of her departure that the man feels the devastating weight of what he just lost. He realizes that she was never playing games. She was ready to love him entirely, but she was absolutely unwilling to lose herself to do it. He is left alone with her absence, and her absence will teach him a lesson that her presence never could. If he ever wants to keep a woman of that caliber, he must stop testing love and start being brave enough to actually receive it. Remember this: when a man's shadows test you, it is not a game to be won. It is an invitation to rise. It is the universe demanding that you stay fiercely true to your standards and embody the healed, powerful woman you have fought so hard to become. You are not here on this earth to prove your worth to a confused man. You are here to remember your worth and to let anyone who cannot meet it fall away. Thank you for being here at Beyond Brain. If this message resonated with your soul today, leave a comment below and tell me, have you ever recognized these silent tests in your own life? How did you respond? Subscribe for more deep dives into the psychology of love, shadow work, and reclaiming your power. Until next time, stay grounded, stay powerful, and never negotiate your worth.